What's up, everybody? Zachariah here. I've been known as Sacrifice, Zachy Batman, Goosedabrave, of course, Kid Goose. A lot of different names you may have known or seen. I want to sit and talk about Destiny 2 for a second and how important and great of a run it has been. You know, from being awakened, resurrected by the ghost all the way back in D1. You know, I walked around Venus trying to learn what Ishtar Collective was. Uh, let's backtrack a little bit. And I want to show you something real quick. So, obviously, I'm a huge Bungie fan from the beginning. I'm a Halo guy. I'm 36 years old. And, yeah. So, check this out. This is old. But that is from the collector's edition of Halo Reach when it came out. And I had to get it because it was Bungie's last game that we thought, right? Didn't even know. And then comes Destiny 1. So, back to my story here. As I sit down, I was already captivated by the world making and storytelling that Bungie had done. And so, having an open world experience like that was mind blowing. It was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was breathtaking. And then comes the Black Garden. And you're like, what is all this stuff? Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? The Hive, obviously, all before that, the Moon. Figuring all that out. First meeting Eris, watching her crawl out of the pit in that cutscene. That was really cool. And then come, the House of Wolves. And you're really getting into the fallen heart of things, and you start learning about Twilight Gap a little bit more, maybe. You could have beforehand because of the Grimoire, but... excuse me. Then the Taken King arrives. Obviously, Crota was beforehand. And then you learn, oh, wait. Crota's got a dad? And then the whole Hive Pantheon just opens up, and you understand. You start to realize, this is huge. This is huge. I, unfortunately, have never played Wrath. So, at the end of D1, I had a previous gen console, and it obviously came out on next gen at that time. I didn't have it, so I wasn't able to play that. But I obviously know the story of Siva, and Saladin, and the Iron Lords, and all the good stuff. All the meat. Then comes Destiny 2. And it was everybody says it was rocky. I don't, maybe because I wasn't able to raid or do anything like that in D1. I was literally thousands of hours in the game, in strikes, doing campaign, patrols, and literally just exploring the world because I was so fascinated about what Bungie did with this juggernaut of a game. Destiny 2 rolls around. And I'm like, oh, new story, great, this is awesome, beautiful, it looks even better than it did, Gaul was great, the Red War was great. Apparently maybe it had been copied from something. I'm not very familiar with that. That's something I've heard. And maybe that's why it got taken out, so they couldn't get in trouble like they did with Marathon and the art stuff. But it was still, I loved it. I would love that to come back. Curse of Osiris, Mercury was awesome. The Infinite Forest was awesome. Learning more about Saint 14. I will say, as a Christian, it's not a very good, friendly Christian game anymore. It's very dark. They use a lot of, occult things. They use, everything you can imagine, obviously. And people, oh, it's just a video game. Well, no, it's not, because spirits behind people are making those games. And if people are coming up with that, then what are they really like? It's great. It's all great storytelling. It's just I'm just keeping you up here, keeping it up here. Anyway, my kids have watched me play that their entire lives. The reason why they play video games is because of Destiny 2. The whole reason why they want to play with me is because of Destiny 2. They seen how, competitive it could be, how much teamwork it takes, how much you guys have put into this game is unbelievable, and the heart and dedication that I see in it still after 12 years is absolutely awesome. There are a lot of issues that I think, personally, since I'm a Christian, that should never be in that kind of game. Y'all can tell whatever stories you're allowed to tell. That's not what I'm saying. But obviously, after having a whole season completely about Osiris and Saint 14's engagement together, yeah, I mean, if nobody wants that, nobody wanted that, like Echoes with the lesbian relationship. Like, why are you putting all this on us? Using like Baal as a name, for example, in Renegades, which I haven't finished Renegades. I hadn't even wanted to play it when it came out because of all the bugs and other things. And obviously the references. But man, let me say something that Big Daddy Leo said. Small dude, all of us watch As the Cross, Grenader Jake, Z Mushroom, Frostbolt, Pure Chill. There's all kinds of people that we watch. Lucky 10P, shout out. I'm trying to, there's just so many people. Nothing personal. Like, I got all kinds of people on my friends list that I played with too, But Big Daddy Leo, shout out to you, bro. I was watching your video whenever you were talking about Destiny, and it's the only video I've actually watched of yours, and that's why I started subscribing. But we hate it, we love it, we love to hate it, and we hate to love it, because this game is just so good. Could it work outside of being a live stream? No, of course not. I mean, yeah, it could, but give me a single player game, I'll be cool with it, right? Like God of War or whatever. But, going back to my kids watching me, they want to be game leaders and game designers and, motivate and captivate people through Christ. You can't snuff out the light. Guardians make their own fate. And if that means going past the edge of fate, then so be it.